You have probably heard of someone who got a really good deal on either a bank-owned or a short sale property. I want to explain 4 different types of listings so that you can be better prepared when you're looking at properties. The first scenario or listing type we will call the normal transaction. This is when someone who owns a home decides that they want to move. So they put their home up for sale, and then a buyer comes along, makes an offer, and buys the home. Once a buyer is found, this selling process normally takes about 30 days. This is also the most common selling scenario. The second scenario or listing type we will call a short sale. This generally occurs when a homeowner can no longer make the mortgage payments. So they try to find a buyer for their home before the bank forecloses on the property. What makes a short sale unique is that the value of the home is less than the current mortgage on the property. In order for a sale like this to occur, the seller's bank has to approve the short sale because they are the ones that will be getting shorted the money. Once a buyer has been found for this type of a transaction, the selling process can take many months because of the approval process required by the seller's bank. The third scenario or listing type we will call bank-owned properties. Bank-owned properties are much different. In order for a property to be bank-owned, first, the owners of the property had to stop making their loan payments. When the owners stopped making their loan payments, the bank holding the mortgage had to foreclose on the property. A foreclosure makes it so that the bank holding the mortgage becomes the new owner of the property. Banks do not like to own property, which means they want to get rid of the property quickly. This is why you can normally get a pretty good price on a bank-owned property. Once a buyer has been found, this selling process generally takes about 30 days. The fourth scenario or listing type we will call HUD homes. HUD homes are very similar to bank-owned properties, except they are owned by HUD, which is technically a government organization. HUD properties have their own contracts and special rules, which can make them a little more challenging for the buyers. Once a buyer is found for a HUD home, this selling process generally takes about 30 days. One last thing to consider is when you will see each of these scenarios. If the market is not doing well, and the unemployment rate is high, and the buyer demand is low, then you will see a lot of the short sale, bank-owned, and HUD properties on the market. If the market is hot, and the unemployment rate is low, and the buyer demand is high, then you will hardly see any short sale, bank-owned, or HUD properties on the market. One reason to work with a professional is that I can help you find a great deal on a property regardless of what type of market we are in. And the market is always changing. Contact me so that I can help you find a great deal on your next property.